Hi, sixth grade. Today we're going to be starting a new unit on the interaction of Earth's spheres. Today our topic is non-renewable energy resources. Our essential question for today is, what does it mean if an energy source is non-renewable? So let's go ahead and get started. Before we can talk about energy resources, we need to know what energy means. Energy is the ability to cause change. You use energy every single day of your life, but sometimes that energy can come from different locations. So these different locations would be possibly different resources. Non-renewable energy resources would be any type of energy resource that is being used up faster than it can be replaced. So this is a big problem. We need to be really careful about how we use non-renewable energy resources because once we use them all up, they can't be replaced. We can't get any more. So we need to use them very carefully. So you will hear the term fossil fuel being used a lot. A fossil fuel is a non-renewable resource that forms from the remains of organisms that were buried and altered millions of years ago. So fossil fuels are non-renewable resources. That means that we need to be very careful about how we use them. There are three different types of fossil fuels that we'll be going over today. Number one is coal, two is oil, and our last one is natural gas. So let's talk about coal first. Coal is a type of sedimentary rock. You guys know what that means. It means that over time it's compacted, kind of squished, so that over time it can form a solid layer of sediment. Coal contains 50% plant remains. So that means that half of this special type of sedimentary rock is made of like ancient organisms. Coal is formed when plant matter millions of years ago is compacted, right? Because it's a sedimentary rock. Something interesting about coal is that it is the most abundant fossil fuel in the world. We need to be very careful about how we use it, though. Coal can be extracted from the earth a couple different ways. You could see coal mining, like what you would hear in like movies or cartoons, where you see coal miners digging down into the earth's surface. But it could also be mined through strip mining, which means that you start from on top of the surface and you pull apart each layer of the earth until you get to a layer of coal. Typically, coal is burned and used to generate electricity. That's its most common use. All right, let's talk about oil. Oil is also known as petroleum. It's a thick black liquid. It is known as a hydrocarbon, which means that its molecules contain hydrogen atoms and carbon atoms. Oil is formed from buried remains of microscopic marine organisms. So this happens over, again, millions of years. Oil can be extracted from the earth through an oil rig. You can see a picture of an offshore oil rig at the bottom left side of your screen. It's kind of like they take a pipe or a big pipe and they put it down into the surface and they pull the oil up. So that we can use it. Typically, oil is used for gasoline, lubricants, and manufacturing. And then lastly, let's talk about natural gas. Natural gas is in a gas form. It's not a liquid or a solid. It is a hydrocarbon, just like oil is. However, it's lighter than the molecules found in oil. Natural gas is formed the same way that oil is formed. It's formed from buried remains of microscopic marine organisms. And you can see that it's extracted in a similar fashion as well. If you look on the bottom left of your screen, you can see an oil rig, and it's going underneath the Earth's surface to extract that natural gas, which is right on top of the oil. Natural gas is used for heating buildings and cooking. All right, that's it for today. Go answer your question of the day.